Appreciate y'all chilling and politicking and paying attention because it's real vital. You heard me? Trench Talk TV. So that's what it's gonna sound like. It ain't gonna sound like nothing sugarcoat. It ain't gonna sound like what you want to hear. It's gonna be trench talk.
How was that newfound success as far as, or even the feeling, being a part of owning your own label, putting out your own music, 3 projects in? How was that feeling?
Man, it felt good because it like I had been grinding, going to the lab, doing a lot of shit on my own. So to have somebody that investing in you and believing in you and partnering with you, it was never like a situation where like, this shit for me and you, and you just under the. It was like a partnership the whole time, and that I ain't understand the importance of that because I'm still young. You feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, like that run we went on, it was like more so like me, more experience in the streets, cause like I'm in the streets and I'm rapping at the same time. So all this shit coming at one, like with the money, the cars, the clothes, the girls, and all that shit. So a nigga really wasn't seeing that shit from a clear mindset. You feel me? It was like, I ain't gonna lie, like I took that shit as like really like learning day by day and just experiencing that shit every day by day, coming from the slums. You feel me? Like a nigga ain't used to driving nice cars, got the jewelry at a young age like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I looked up to Ivy, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Ivy. And to see how he was, that shit like really like motivated me. Like, boy, I'm the new Ivy in the South. Like I'm coming through fresh as a bitch. I'm hitting all the you know, the popular girls and shit. I ain't gonna lie, that shit just, and like I was more focused on that. I feel like that took more of my time than me actually trying to get the business to go, you know what I'm saying?
And you usually do it that age.
Yeah, you young, you say, you know, like you gotta lose that shit and get it back in order to cherish it, you feel me? So that's why the run I'm finna go on now is more like calculated, it's more, you know what I'm saying, it's more serious, it's a more mature version of me, you feel me?
You done had time to sit down and put your chest.
Yeah, I was more confident in my street life, who I was as a street nigga than who I was as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Because rapping was a newfound territory. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know if I was like as good as the people that was already succeeding. You know what I'm saying?
And being a rapper wasn't always it wasn't looked at.
Yeah. So it was just like that shit go hand in hand with the streets. But at that time, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't feel as though I was ready. I don't feel like it was my time. You know what I'm saying? But I was still carving my way in the game. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really feel like I had everything it take. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, to succeed in the business of being a rapper.
You mentioned Lil Ivy. I was gonna get to it later, but in one of your recent singles, you said you wanted to be just like Ivy. That's what turned you to a shaman.
Yeah, man, look. It was just like, okay, for those that don't know, Ivy is Finn Godfather. So that's how I even got introduced to Ivy. When he got out of jail, you know, I met him through him. And then he's also Boulevard Mayor Godfather. So, just being around him and seeing like, it wasn't too many niggas, like, I'm from the South, so any nigga that I come across is gonna be somebody out that hood. So he was one of the ones that I used to go by the bricks, you know, go by the projects, and he and that motherfucker with the Navigator, you know, with that bam in that bitch. He got money in his pocket, he fresh as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? He got that charisma too. He got that it factor. Well, you could be $1 million nigga, and Ivy could be playing with 100,000, but he still gonna make you look like a little boy to him with the way he carries himself. He still gonna make you feel like, damn, boy, that nigga's doing it bigger than me. He still gonna make you question yourself like.
Crazy how everybody speak about him in the same way.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, that shit facts. Like that nigga was that nigga, and like you got to be a hater if you don't see it that way. You know what I'm saying? So the effect he had on me was like, shit, I ain't want to be like no basketball player or nothing. I want to be like the nigga that I can see, I can touch, you feel me? So it like, that's the same role I took on, like, man, flying, being fresh, being a ladies man, you know what I'm saying, getting money. And one thing about Ivy that a lot of niggas don't speak on was that nigga helped the niggas around him. He wanted to see everybody shine. And that's the mindset I had, like, I wanted all my niggas to be looking like me so nobody will get judged or mistreated by women. When we go places, I don't want my nigga to look like oh, he can't afford to do the
No man above the other.
Yeah, like everybody shining, bro. You feel me? Real talk.
I follow you.